Hello and welcome to the channel. You can call me Crazy J, and I have done the unthinkable and bought another car. Yeah, number 8.5, something, yeah, whatever. Let's get right into it. I mean, I know that some of you may be like, I can already kind of, well, you've probably seen the thumbnail and the video title by now, and this might be a clue as to what's going on. And let's just say I accidentally bought this, and, well, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but here it is. And you can probably, the interiors is whatever. But let's actually look at it. I know what you guys want to see. There it is. So, it's this video has been like a week and a half in the making. It's cold out. It snowed. It's right now. I think it's about 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's like negative 15 for you Canadian people and everywhere else in the world. So. And the wind chill lately has taken it down to about negative 10, negative 15, even negative 2 around here somewhere. So, as you can tell, there's snow. That's about 1.5 feet deep. And you might be wondering, okay, you say you bought the cheapest car. Well, what's wrong with it? And, yeah, we'll get to that. Taking a look on the outside, it's in pretty good shape. Not gonna lie. I know that you can't tell a little bit because of the snow and stuff on top, but it looks pretty clean. There's a couple door dings and whatnot. The paint's in pretty good shape. There's a couple scratches. The front bumper, I think, has been off before or something, and it has, the Hot Boy style clips on the side. A little bit of a scrape there. It's just some dirt. There's a dent here, which is probably the worst on the entire car. Not gonna lie. But otherwise, the wheels are painted, and these are what I was talking about. Even though it looks like it's on there, and it's been painted right here, and I think there's maybe, I don't know. But I think that this is the original bumper. The paint match is correct and whatnot. It's not like, a different color, but there's the outside. Moving on to the interior, I'll go back here first. It's in pretty good shape, and this door panel, typical Subaru door panels, they kind of have some weird stuff to them. Whatever. And I know what some people are thinking. Ooh, okay, it's an automatic. I've been looking at these a little bit. The automatics aren't, well, as everyone should know, I put a manual in the place of my auto in the 91 Legacy because the auto was garbage. However, with these, they're 5-speed, and if you do a valve body upgrade, and I think maybe you can tune it so it'll shift quicker or harder or something. I'm not 100% sure, but they're alright. I mean, I would still prefer a manual and a man pedal, but they're alright. Don't really know what these are for, to be honest. You just, okay, cool. Clock, whatnot. Subaru Intelligent Drive. And right here, there's a little bit of weirdness going on. I don't really know what that is all about, but okay. This is, I'm guessing, where it was bought new, because that was all in the owner's manual. And it's got a sunroof. This is pretty much like a trim level below a Spec B. And I say that and I'll probably get some backlash, but it's a GT Limited, you know, leather seats, leather heated electric seats, you know, and everything. So I know what you want to see. Let's fire it up. Just gonna grab the key, stick her in the old key slot, and we have nothing. Here's where it gets good. Now that you've seen that it didn't want to start, you're probably wondering, all right. Oh, there's a little more snow covering it than I anticipated because, well, the snow's been blowing pretty crazy through here. You know, nothing crazy, all right. Just wanted to wipe and blow that off and show you that there is an intercooler there. And so here's something. You can't probably see it, but there's coolant in there. Now let's look over here in the overflow. I think it's an overflow. No, the overflow is technically right here. Let's look in the overflow real quick. Can't really see much. I think this is the... Someone fill me in. I'm not exactly sure what this part is, but I know it's for the turbo, I believe, right? And there's coolant in it. Okay. The forbidden Mountain Dew. And being 0 degrees out, I think that's a pretty good thing. Let's check the oil. Don't know if you can see that. But, yeah. That's the oil, and it's chunky, and it smells like coolant. Now, here's the thing. I know this is obviously great. That's great. I did a bad thing. I know what you're thinking. Oh, the head gaskets are out. Typical Subaru. Although, I would agree that is a very common issue on them. In the next video, we're going to start and take this apart and see what's going on, because I am not 100% convinced that it is the head gasket or head gaskets. When I first fired this up, there was a lot of smoke around here and a lot of smoke out the back. So I can be hopeful that it could be the turbo, but we're going to find out in the next video. So hopefully we will get it in this weekend, because this weekend it's supposed to warm up. And now let's talk about the accidental part. So I'm going to get in here where it's just a touch warmer, and so you can see my double chin. I was at a private auction, and I had saw this on the run list, and I'm like, that's interesting. You know, and my first thought was, it's probably an automatic. And then my second thought was, I bet something's wrong with it, especially by who brought it. So what I did was I went and I saw him fire it up, and I'll post a video right here about that. After I saw that, I'm like, you know, I could use it for the engine or something to throw it in the other Subaru, because one of my thoughts was I'll turbo the other Subaru and have fun with it and whatnot. And then it got up to the auction block to run through, and it died. And I actually was like, here, because when Subarus aren't running, you can't take them out of park. And the lady put it in park because she was trying to restart it, and the automatics, at least, you cannot take them out of park when they're not running. I hop in, I grabbed a key, shoved it in the shift lock, brought it in neutral, and helped him push it through. And as it was going through, it was cheap, and I'm like, I was actually the only bid on it, and the guy was at a number, and I'm like, give it to me, right? They're not gonna sell it for that cheap. I know that they want more money for it, and I'm not gonna be the only person to bid on it, right? Wrong. It was me, and I got stuck with it. And although I'm kind of like, in my stupidity, made it happen, but then again, it could be an opportunity. And Tyler Hoover from Hoovy's Garage once said, some of the best stories start with some unintentional I'll look back on that quote, but it hit me, and it was like, sometimes you just gotta say yes, and you gotta go with it. And we're gonna see what happens. If I pull it in and it needs a long block, it's gonna hurt. It's not really gonna hurt right here. It's gonna hurt the pocketbook. But big whoop. I went up the next day and trailered it home because the weather hit, and that's when all this hit and whatnot. But yeah, this is gonna be another story for me. So if you're new to the channel, I would say, if this interests you, you consider subscribing. That's all I can ask. I can't make you. I'm not going to bribe you or anything like that, too. It's up to you. However, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like down below. And, of course, feel free to give me your criticism. If you're going to post yourself on the internet, then you probably should be open to criticism. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day, and I hope that you maybe don't make the same mistakes that I do. Have a good one.